So Black Fae Day is just around the corner, and it's a day to uplift and celebrate the role of Black people in the fantasy genre. It's obviously a celebration. It's not for me. Instead, I'm taking the opportunity to uplift the hell out of my magical friend Laurel. We've wanted to collaborate on a fairy tale for a while. So we're sharing the Sea Fairy and the Land Fairy, and how they quarreled. A cute little Victorian fairy tale by a woman named Mrs. Rodolph Stawell. Apparently some women didn't even get to use their own goddamn name when they wrote stuff back then. Let's meet the dueling fairies.
It's time for Folklore with Friends. Bonk.
Well, if it isn't Miss Sapphire, all the way from the deep blue sea.
Miss Emerald, is that you? You came down from that big old mountain just to party with us? You look amazing. I love that seafoam green on you.
Sea foam? This gown is woven of artemisia and sage. There is nothing of the sea about it.
Do you have a problem with the sea?
Of course not. I just can't understand why anyone would want to live down there. It's all wet, cold, damp. Can you imagine how wet it is?
Well, I don't understand how anyone can live such a solitary life on that mountain you occupy. It's so windy and rocky and blustery. Have I mentioned how windy it is?
The mountains are beautiful. From my home, I can see the sprawling forests, hear the bird song, and feel the refreshing wind in my hair. I can even see the sun twinkling on that ocean you love so much. What kind of view can you get from that murky sea?
I have access to everything you do. Sprawling coral reefs, melodious whale song, the rush of the current stirring my hair. And if I want to look on that mound of dirt you call home, I just put my head above surface for a minute, and I'm reminded very quickly of how I'd much rather be underwater.
How dare you?
Well, you started it!
Okay. I know how to settle this argument. Let's meet back in a week's time, and we'll each bring 3 treasures from our home to compare.
Sounds like a plan. But we will need an impartial judge.
Yes, a creature of both land and sea. How about a tortoise?
Deal. Okay, so first off, you two ladies keep calling me tortoise, but I am a turtle. Technically, tortoises and turtles are related, but tortoises are exclusively land creatures. I don't know, you'd think the writer of the script would have done her research a little better. Anyway, each of you will take turns presenting a treasure. Emerald drew the long straw, so she gets to choose first. I still object to the use of straws, since so many have killed our sea creatures.
Chill out, we use actual straw, okay? Up first, a wild rose in its peak bloom.
Wow. Well, that is stunning.
Isn't it? And so fragrant.
It actually kind of reminds me of the first treasure that I brought. This piece of Pachyceras speciosa that grows under the sea.
Oh my goodness, I can totally see the resemblance. I love that briny scent of the sea that it brings with it. Okay, wait till you see my next treasure. This green moss from the side of my mountain. See how spongy it is?
Oh, that's such a weird coincidence. I brought this coral moss for my second treasure. So green and spongy indeed.
All right, well, I know you can't compete with my last treasure. This opal is one of my finest minerals. See the colors shining in the light?
I do. It reminds me very much of this mussel shell. See all the colors that shine from its lining?
You can't see the colors of the shell unless you're above water.
And opals wouldn't even exist if water didn't rush across the land.
Enough, let the turtle decide.
Okay, I've thought about this a long time and I've reached my decision. You're both being ridiculous.
Huh?
How dare you? The sea is the best for Sapphire and the land is the best for Emerald. and both of those things can be true at the same time.
Oh.
Well,
I guess you're right.
I agree. Cool, thanks for wasting my time.
What do you say we get together in a more friendly setting? I know a sweet shop on land that makes the best dessert.
Ooh, I could really go for some salted caramel.
I love a good salted caramel. Perfect blend of sweet and salty.
Just like us.
I love that. It's a date.
Thanks to Laurel for collaborating on this fairy tale. If you love following fashion creators, especially if you love punk and Lolita looks, you have got to follow Laurel. And make sure to follow the Black Fae Day hashtag this weekend so you can boost the hell out of some magical people doing fantastical things. Technically, turtles and tortoises are related, but
For a wild rose.
I and you.
Turtles and tortoises